with the spending issues and the use of corporation taxes, nor indeed a Dáil that's been, keen not to take
I attended the meeting
decisions.
of the Fiscal Advisory Council, and they spent several hours with the Finance Committee, and they savaged the government. That's the only way you can describe it in terms of economic management. And the key points they criticised was the government's abject failure to actually have some kind of hold on spending in relation to health, and what they were not doing, as it were, in relation to housing.
Backing that line, there's no votes on that for your party.
Pascal Donoghue made a statement the other day that he's not giving PAYE workers an increase in tax allowance to match inflation and wage increases. Now, I asked the Fiscal Advisory Council chair, and he told me in public session that that is going to result in an extra 600 million. And I want to say this both to Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. That extra 600 million, which will be available next year, can well provide increases for pensioners and carers and people who are long-term on social welfare and lone parents. So I don't buy this commentary here this morning and recently from Fine Gael that there's going to be no increase. For instance, in 2014, I increased the living alone allowance. Can I tell you what Fine Gael is talking about?
So you're saying they have the money to put
what
up
Fine Gael
rates?
is talking about on the living alone allowance is 33 million. If that's what they're planning to give to pensioners, let me tell Fine Gael that that will not be acceptable. I would imagine.
So that's what we'll be hearing from the Labour Party.
Dáil.
You'll be saying that there should be the money should be going on the pensioners, and there's enough there. But Mark,
I actually think in terms of the DUP, they are already talking in terms of alignment, and they are using language which has scope to actually work out some kind of a deal. So it will only be solved by all of the parties talking to each other. But we're also at enormous risk.
And would that mean
that
they should have an effective veto on how the EU operates its regulations with the Stormont bloc?
They are parties to what happens on this island, and their issues have to be considered. But remember as well, what we are at risk of in the south, both farms and businesses along the border, is a massive outbreak of smuggling, which will decimate our revenues and which will do the same in Northern Ireland.